From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check 26, check 26.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Number 24.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Yellow. 52's the mark, boy. 52.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From a yard out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Taylor. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28.
44.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, here's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Silver. Mike by 5. Mike 55. Mike by 5.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got room. The 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Colts 14, Chiefs 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
46-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Switch.
Hey, 43. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 4 A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
The pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. So good pickup there, 26 yards. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 6. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. KJ Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Mahomes 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Mahomes firing complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They run once more with Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Hauled in downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Colts 28, Chiefs 21. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. That catch good for only a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll run with Tanner to begin the drive. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Taylor. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. First down. It's Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And the 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The give to Taylor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
5-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've
today. this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the...
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game.
Yellow, yellow! 180! Eye down these two, eye down these two! Arthur, 180! Right side! Wait! Arthur, 180! Right side! Yellow, 180! Right side! Right side! Yellow, yellow. Right side. I don't need to. Right side. Right. Let's go, blue lady. Right side. Yellow. Let's go, blue lady. Right side. Yellow, let's go, lady. Good side.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really...
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas.
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make...
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Titans.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Titans 20. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Love. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
29.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there.
Tonight.
Attempt forthcoming, and it's an important one here, no doubt, in the third quarter of a tie ball game. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Mahomes' pass, complete to number 82.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Complete.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time.
Second and 9. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. To throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Mahomes. It's caught at the 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? The answer's pretty evident to me.
Chargers offense back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
19.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering.
tonight. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Kansas City, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.
Today.
We saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Kansas City, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Houston, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Chiefs, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this one in the win column for Kansas City. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought two words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Chiefs, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team.
The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle
between the Washington football team
and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins in... one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game, but they did find a way to win, as you noted, hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So for Kansas City, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Washington, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles.